Hi, this is Camille and Serena, and we are here to represent the Media Freedom Rapid Response at the Voices Festival. The Media Freedom Rapid Response is a European project that is dedicated to the protection of media freedom across the EU member states and candidate countries. Last September, the Media Freedom Rapid Response Consortium was in Croatia, organized a fact-finding mission in Croatia to assess the state of media freedom in the country. We're here with Camille that will tell us something about the key findings and the key recommendations. One of the issues that we covered was, for example, the increased number in legal threats. What can you say about this topic?
Among the legal threats, there is this must to first decriminalize insult and defamation, because the media are facing harsher penalties when it comes to defamation and insults. And unfortunately, it's becoming so easy now to target the journalists, and we need to protect them. Anti-slaps protection, this is a must. So we encourage for a more legal, robust framework. The criminal code also provides this criminalization of unauthorized disclosure of information when it comes to criminal investigation, and we encourage governments to explore more disciplinary sanctions. The thing is that under this provision of the criminal code, the journalists, they are facing the issues that witnesses, lawyers, they are really deterred to cooperate with them and to provide them with the information needed for their investigation and reporting of public interest.
Thank you, Camille. I wanted also to ask you, what about the alignment with the European Media Freedom Act? We know that we have this new act at the European level. Member states need to align. How is Croatia going in this direction?
So actually, we were told during the mission by the Minister of Culture and Media that by autumn 2024 we would see a draft to align with MFRR and with the Union Journalist Union that would be reconvened for more discussions and to ensure transparency. At the time we are speaking right now, we are not aware of a draft, neither of discussions. So this is something that we would need to clarify and to discuss actually in a mission in person in May. This is something that we are discussing because we are not aware of anything, and it's something very urgent to comply the Media Act with MFRR. So yeah.
Thank you. Well, another issue that is key when we talk about media freedom is, of course, editorial independence. And I know that issue concerning editorial independence can be a little bit tricky here as well in the country. So what can you say about this topic?
So yeah, we acknowledge this lack of editorial independence, this pressure, political pressure, especially when it comes to the public broadcaster charity. But what we Of course, it's hard to summarize all the recommendations in a short time, but for us, first, we need to increase transparency and fair distribution of state advertising, and to ensure also that the appointment of the boards of the Agency for Electronic Media and of the Council for Electronic Media to be appointed in a transparency way, because right now the political appointment is really concerning. This is one of the recommendations.
Very clear, thank you very much. One last issue that I would like you to talk a little bit about is the safety of journalists. This is a topic that has been addressed also during this festival. We have had very interesting discussion with different journalists. So my question is Croatia a safe place for journalists? How well is the country doing in terms of safety for journalists?
Unfortunately, as one of the monitoring officers, and especially on Croatia, I can say that the situation is concerning at the time, especially when it comes to physical attacks. This was not something that we were monitoring quite often on the platform. If you take the case of Melita Vrasco, the factograph journalist, assaulted twice in 2 days, with the authorities not declaring the offences as criminal offences, it shows that we have those safety protocols that were signed by Ashendi SNH with the Ministry of Interior to provide stronger protection and stronger action when it comes to attacks on journalists and criminal offense against journalists. And in Melita's case, they failed to see the assaults as criminals, so they couldn't apply the safety protocols. We had a few positive cases showing that they're trying, but the MFRR really wants to encourage and trainings trainings also of the judiciary, and especially also when it comes to slaps, because they need to be aware how to recognize and how to face and how to better protect the journalists. Also, there is, of course, this rise of verbal abuse, smear campaign, and we also monitored gender-based violence attacks. So we provided some recommendations, but trainings, it's really something at the top. And also, when it comes to, if you take the freelancers, they are lacking, they have a limited recognition in the law, and also we have lack of collective bargainings with the trade unions, not that much included in the private media industries as well. So please open the door to the trade unions, discuss with them, because we need to advance with a stronger legal framework to provide with the journalists, of course, with a rapid response, but with support and a sustainable media freedom in the country.
Thank you very much, Camille. I know it's not easy to summarize so many recommendations. It was very, very interesting to hear. Thank you. As you mentioned, the MFRR and the consortium will keep monitoring and following the developments in the Croatia landscape. We will be back with an advocacy mission later in spring. So you want to add?
I just want to say again a huge thank you to the Croatian Journalists Association, the trade union of Croatian journalists, our EFJ affiliates, but also to Article 19 that led this mission in Croatia with the EFJ and with all the consortium, and to say how important it is to report, because without monitoring we are not aware of the situation on the ground, and it's important to keep monitoring and to advocate, of course, for media freedom in the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Camille. And if you want to have more information about our report, it can be downloaded from the Media Freedom Rapid Response website. Thank you very much.